Hello, my name is Per Evindal. I'm a hotel manager for Hurtigruten Coastal Express, and right now I'd like to welcome you aboard the MS Polarlys, one of the Hurtigruten Coastal Express ships. The name Polarlys means polar lights, and this comfortable modern vessel is well named, sailing along the stunning Norwegian coast from Bergen in the south all the way to Kirkenes, well inside the Arctic circles. Along the way we call at 34 various ports, from small fishing villages in the Lofoten Island to cosmopolitan Tromsø. But before you come on board and start your voyage, we'd like to take you on a short tour to help you get acquainted. When you come on board, this is where you arrive, here in the ship's welcoming and spacious reception area. Reception is open 24/7 and is manned by our helpful staff, who are always on hand to help you with any questions or queries. This is where you also find the onboard shop filled with essentials you might need for your voyage. It also sells clothing, and it's great if you just want to grab a present or souvenir. And I know someone who will love this. When you just arrive on board, you likely want to head straight to your cabin and settle in. MS Polarlys has 280 cabins and 6 suites, ranging in a style from polar inside and outside cabins through the Arctic Superior cabins to the expedition suites. No matter which style of cabin you choose, they have all been decorated in a modern, relaxed and Arctic-inspired style, featuring a range of natural materials. As you cruise along the Norway's coast, your cabin will be a comfortable home away from home, so let's take a look inside. Let's start with the polar inside cabins. These are really comfortable and cozy spaces, and all of them have bathrooms with shower and toilets. They're found on all decks, and they can be configured for 1, 2 or 3 guests. Then there's our polar outside cabin, which feature either windows or portholes and are situated mostly on the middle or lower decks. These cabins also have bathrooms with shower and toilets. In the shower, in all class of cabins, you will see wall-mounted bottles. The content of these bottles are made using natural ingredients, and the brand is called Arctic Pure. And speaking of Arctic, welcome to our Arctic Superior cabins, all of which have windows giving great views. The cabins are situated on both the upper and middle decks, and all have bathrooms with shower and toilets. They're also equipped with the tea and coffee making facilities and a TV. Most have double beds, while some have bunk beds. Finally, there's our expedition suites, which are the most luxurious cabins on the ship. Situated on the upper decks, these spacious cabins feature sitting areas with TV, bathroom with shower and toilets, and extremely comfortable double beds. They are also equipped with tea and coffee making facilities. But whichever class of cabin you choose, you can always make use of our green stay option. Simply hang out a tag on your door and you'll use the same towel and bedsheet as the night before. This has a direct positive impact on the amount of energy, water and detergents that we'll use during our voyage. Once you have unpacked and settled into your cabin, it's usually time to explore the ship's food and drink option. But first, I have to tell you that your voyage with us is also about experience authentic local cuisine. Our chefs use fresh ingredients sourced from suppliers all along the coast, giving you a true taste of Norway, and that's why we call it the Norway's Coastal Kitchen. MS Polarlys has 3 restaurants, plus our multi-bakery and ice cream, and of course, at the front of the ship there's the Explorer Bar with its panoramic lounge. Restaurant Torget on deck 4 is where you have your breakfast, lunch and dinner. We offer an extensive breakfast buffet with eggs cooked to order, as well as freshly baked bread and pastries. And of course, there's freshly brewed coffee and tea available at all times. Every day for lunch there's a choice of meat, fish and vegetarian main dish, served with fresh bread and local cheeses. You can also choose from a wide selection of salad, vegetable, cold cuts, salmon and other seafood. Homemade desserts and cakes are also available. For your dinner, you can enjoy the best of Norwegian farm-to-table dining. The menu varies over an 11-day cycle, but it's always a great selection of meat, fish and plant-based dishes. Together with your meal, wine options, local beverages and alcohol-free alternatives are available. Brygga Bistro is more informal, serving traditional husmannskost or home-cooked style food, plus bistro dishes such as our signature burger and our famous shrimp sandwich. Local beverages and wine are also available. And there's Restaurant Kysten, our a la carte restaurant and fine dining restaurant. This is where you can treat your taste buds to a rotating menu of modern dishes inspired by the regions we'll visit. You can sample some excellent wines from our list and be served in an elegant surrounding by our experienced staff. Dining at Restaurant Kysten is included for suite guests and optional for all others. Our multi-bakery and ice cream bar on the top deck is where you can indulge yourself with freshly made pastries and baked goods, including traditional Scandinavian smørrebrød or open sandwiches. There's also smoothies, yogurt with granola, and a large assortment of local ice cream with homemade toppings. At the front of the ship on deck 7, you'll find the Explorer Bar with its panoramic lounge, where you can relax with a drink from our wide selection of international beverages, local tap beer, and enjoy amazing views. We also serve premium coffees, so you can enjoy espresso, latte, macchiato, or americano, or maybe you prefer a cup of tea or hot chocolate. Snack platters are also available. Want to keep shape at sea? Then you enjoy our gym on board. It has excellent selections of training equipment like rowing machine, treadmills, and spinning bikes, alongside free weights, kettlebells, and yoga mats. And what's more, you can enjoy the panoramic view. Then there's the sauna at deck 2, the perfect place to relax in true Scandinavian style. The 2 outdoor hot tubs on deck 6 means you can lie back and relax as we cruise past the breathtaking Norwegian coastline. Bring a camera and head outside on the outdoor Explorer deck, which gives amazing views along with the fresh air. At the front of the ship, on deck 4, you'll find our onboard lecture hall. And no guidebook, website or mobile app can replace the human connections of having one of our local coastal experts point out places on the coast special to them. You'll likely learn as much about their lives as the landscape, culture, and way of life they have been telling you about. Many of our coastal experts are local Norwegian, born and raised the coast and elsewhere in Norway. They will be able to tell you about their childhood memories of our ships, what our services has meant to their coastal community, and maybe how they had generations of their family connected to us, either as crew or as passengers. When you want to discover even more about Norway, you can join 90 different optional excursions throughout the year. In 24 of our ports, ranging from visits to culture and historic highlights to more active excursions like snowmobiling, dog sledding, sea eagle safaris, and rib safaris. We also offer hikes with our coastal experts in 9 of the ports. As you've seen, MS Polarlys is a special ship that takes you to some very interesting and beautiful locations. We hope you have enjoyed our short tour, and we look forward to welcome you on board in the future and showing you some of the places we have been sailing to for so many years.